Tiff.
And your cousin Tanny.
And we are here with another episode of Let's Just Leave It at That podcast.
Yeah, where we speak our minds, give our opinions, and give you advice.
Yes, girl.
So what is going on with you? We had to take a break last week.
We took a break. We here now. We needed it.
Yes.
But girl, what's going on? Girl, you got way more. Let's start off with you. What have you been up to?
Well, last weekend I went to Maryland. I love my Maryland family. Every time I go to Maryland, we have a fucking great time. We always getting drunk. My family is a bunch of, we drink. So we had a great time.
I was wondering where you got it from this whole time.
It's my grandma.
Grandma's side.
So we went down there for my grandfather's 85th birthday. He passed a few years back, so we went down there and had a memorial cookout. We all got together and we had a great fucking time. But prior to that, my Aruba trip, can you see how dark I got, guys? I look like I look dark. You can't. Can you see this?
Yeah, I see it. I see it a little bit.
I like the black smoke from Alamook or something.
Oh,
that's
my
exactly God. What I look like. Okay, bitch.
So that's good. You got a tan. How was Aruba?
Okay, so Aruba was. It was great. I don't know if it was
Look
the
at that
air.
smile. You still thinking about
I don't know if it was the air or the water. All I know is that we was having sex, some great fucking sex, every fucking day. And like we was fucking teenagers.
Really? Let me tell you. Yeah. Now y'all remember last time Tanny said I might come back pregnant. Her words,
Yeah,
right?
she did say that.
She did. So when I got to her house this morning, she's like, "Girl, my stomach hurt." She's like, "I was throwing up at 3:00 in the morning." I was like, "Girl, you did say you was gonna come back pregnant." She was like, "She said, don't put them words in my mouth." I said,
We should all add upon me. I'm not pregnant, FYI. Okay, let's start with that. We had some great sex though, bitch. I was squirting all over every fucking.
Not squirting everywhere.
It was the ice. We tried the ice again.
Oh,
I'm telling you,
that with the ice.
It was that resort ice. I don't know what it was. The resort ice.
How lit were you from the scale of 1 through 10 when we gave you a call?
I wasn't that lit because I knew I had to fucking, come and talk to y'all. So I probably was scale of 1 to 10. I was a 6.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't bad. Usually by that time you at a 9.5.
Yeah, but after I got off the shit with y'all, let me tell you, I went right back to
doing it.
I said, "Let's shots. Where the shots at? Let's get this going."
Oh my God.
Let's get it going. Dwayne, I went back. He's sitting down reading a book. Excuse me, a book.
Don't be mad because he want to read a book on the beach. On vacation?
He's on vacay, right?
I guess. He got drunk, though. He got drunk. I was so proud of him.
I'm about to say, I've never seen Dwayne. I've seen him take a shot, maybe 2.
He was drunk, child. He was drunk more than one day, too. He'd be like, "Oh, I can't do it." I saw him because he was drinking Crown Royal and Pepsi. Because at this resort that we was at, all the drinks were like real sweet. And I don't like no sweet drinks. I like straight to the fucking point. Yeah. So we was like, let's escalate from that and let's get the strong drink. So he had the motherfucking Crown Royal with the Pepsi. I was having shots every fucking you know how I do.
Oh my God.
But yeah,
other than that,
it was great.
That's good. I'm so happy you got to enjoy yourself.
Parasailing and everything.
I saw you, Chad. You was scared.
I was parasailing?
I went parasailing.
Damn.
I went parasailing. And it was, I've done it before. But this time it was more crazy because it was windy.
Oh.
So it was like we up in the air. And I'm, mind you, he's behind me. So I'm in the front.
We know. Oh, parasailing. Yes, my bad.
You see how he do me? He was behind me. So I'm like hyperventilating a little bit. I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready for this time. So I feel the wind. And then the boat we was on to get there. Luckily, I had my installer because if I didn't, that shit would have been gone. Okay.
That was funny.
Oh, could you imagine? I would have been in the hotel room. The first police, that shit came off. But yeah, we was up in the air and it was like you felt it swaying and then it's like going back a little bit. I'm like, Dwayne, hold on. He like, bitch, calm the fuck down. I said, listen, we gotta live. I said, if we go down, we going down together.
Not together.
Together as a unit. Neither one of us can swim. He can't swim, I can't swim, so we can't save each other.
How you love being in the water, but you can't swim?
Girl, don't judge me. I gotta learn. Or teach my kids.
I feel like you kind of hit at an age where you just don't even learn how to swim.
Yeah, it's like, fuck it, at this point.
I don't know how to swim.
Really?
Yeah.
No, funny story how I learned how to swim. We used to go to Florida all the time. My older cousins, We went to the pool. We told my grandparents we was going to the pool.
Okay.
We went to the pool, and they pushed me in 12
I knew
feet.
it. I knew they just pushed you in there.
I had to learn how to swim or die. Like,
That's how one of my cousins learned. He got pushed in the fucking pool.
I got pushed in 12
Why would they
feet.
do that?
They
That's
kind of do that
traumatic.
to babies too. They just let them like paddle.
That's
really,
crazy.
yeah, I'm scared. But yeah, that's how I learned how to swim. So yeah, I taught, somebody at our old apartment complex taught my son how to swim.
Okay.
I got to teach Harley how to swim. She thinks she can. Like, she'll jump into 12 feet herself and not care.
Lord.
So I have to teach her how to swim. But my son, it was easy teaching him. But yeah, I learned how to swim on my own because it was swim or death. So
Yeah, swim or death.
I chose the latter.
But I did bring something back for our wonderful,
Oh,
wonderful
yes.
producer.
Yes.
I was given a yellow bag,
Yes.
which was like the first like sign that I was like, oh wow, she went on vacay.
Yes.
Came back with a nice tote bag.
Yeah.
Island Breeze Aruba.
Exactly. See, you put it in the Island Breeze Aruba. He gonna know where this
Did
came
you
from.
did you go to any of these places? There's Juan Valdez Cafe, VIP Lounge,
The Flamingo Beach on there. That's where I went.
One Happy Bar. That sounds like somewhere you would go.
No, I don't know. I don't remember that.
Grab
You
and
don't
go?
remember?
No.
You just went drinking.
Yes,
exactly.
Basically, that's the whole point of
I'm gonna
vacation
guess
for
I'm
me.
gonna guess there's liquor in here.
There's liquor.
She's
I get excited.
See how
There's a wrap.
lit up her face. That's
Yo, you
straight
know how
from
sick I am? I
duty-free.
kind of know what it is just from the wrap of it.
Just from
Really?
just from feeling it.
Oh my God.
Ooh,
Yeah.
she brought the white Henny.
Yes.
Oh my God. Damn, I'm blessed. I appreciate that. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. I couldn't go and
The
forget
white
about
Henny?
you. Yeah.
Cause she saw that clip. She saw it and it was
I-
like, if Tanny don't bring me nothing, we
Oh
done.
shit! I didn't remember I said that either. Wow.
I said, I got to bring him back something. I told my husband. He said, you better bring him back
Oh,
something.
thank you. I appreciate that. Yo, she brought me the white Henny. This
Yes.
is really hard to come by.
Yeah.
It really is.
This is not allowed in the States. No, well, I mean, you can bring it in.
But yeah, they can't sell it here.
They cannot
yeah,
sell
so
it
yeah,
here.
when you have that, it's a hot commodity, girl.
Yes, child.
Yo,
Yeah.
how many of these did you bring back for yourself?
Exactly.
You better.
12.
Good, as you should have.
We bought 12.
As you should have.
But we gave some away to, family members.
Yeah.
I gave one to Tiff.
Yes.
Yo, my boy be flipping these.
Really?
Yeah, he'll have people who come from DR. They're even cheaper in DR, right? And he'll like flip these. People will buy them at the hundreds. So
They will here. Some people used to do that in South Carolina.
Oh,
girl,
wow.
listen, when we going to Jamaica,
Yes.
we
ain't nobody flipping this. I'm drinking this.
Drink that shit.
I'm
Drink
drinking
that
this
for
shit.
you.
Hell yeah!
Enjoy
thank you so
that.
much. So how much? So of that being said, when you go on a vacation with your mans, right? What's like rule number one?
As far as
No, well, I mean, it could be the bedroom.
I was about to say, because
what's
when I
rule-
done went on trips,
What is rule number one when you go on a trip? Like, what do you have to do?
I gotta do excursions. I feel like what's the point of going on a vacation and just sit,
Damn, I was gonna say activities, but you said excursion.
Yeah,
excursions.
excursions.
People could be traveling a lot.
Vocabulary
We
is
gotta do
crazy.
excursions.
Wow.
we wanted to do the ATVs, but he said when we go to Jamaica, we'll do the ATVs.
Yeah,
So
that'll be fun with a group of people. I
Oh
can't
my
wait.
God, that picture. It's the picture for me.
Yes.
That's how you know that's luxury. You just said during your vacation, you said wait till the next vacation for us to do the ATV. Fuck right now.
Going soon.
Right, soon, very soon. But yeah, excursions is one for me. The good sex is another.
It's like you have even better sex when you go on vacation.
I think it's the air. It's
air.
the air or the water. And when I tell you that water in Aruba is beautiful, you go to certain places and be like, all right, it's nice and blue. But this water,
It was blue.
you can see the fishes and stuff. And girl, that shit was amazing. It was amazing.
Let me ask you this before y'all go into your first topic, though.
Okay.
So, do y'all think it's okay to try something new in the bedroom during vacation?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think absolutely because
Like, let's say if y'all haven't done anal before. Can you try anal in Aruba?
Don't be pointing at me. Bitch.
speaking of anal, have you used them plugs yet?
Oh yeah, she got all the toys. You got
did get
I was telling my girls like, yo, they gave her a rose.
Did she know what the rose was?
No.
Oh, the rose. I've used the rose.
Have you?
The rose is the bomb. But
She was squirting like me, man.
Squirting
She said I was
everywhere.
scared.
Child. I forgot what this felt like. Oh my god.
I was like, yeah. That's like a little secret. That's a nice little secret rose. I was like, oh my god.
Yes.
What does she do? She gave you a butt plug?
She did give me a butt plug.
like
Thank
butt
you so much, Nisha.
Yes.
I haven't
Thank
used
you.
it yet.
Thank you.
I haven't, but I do plan on. I plan on using. I gotta get some Damn, today's supposed to be Mother's Day special. I got some lube so I can use my butt plug. I'm gonna get some lube for that.
Well,
but I'm definitely gonna use it.
You know, shout out to the moms that like butt plugs.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, look.
It is what it is. Look at her. Look at this one.
Yeah. Speaking of all of that, Tiff,
Yes.
how's your picks going?
Oh, yes.
She don't know. I got 2 of them already.
She got 2.
I told her I picked out the 2. We already did the little tally
And I've been kind of communicating with these guys. So it's not like we just left it at that. So these are people that I'm actually,
Right.
vibing with. We're talking. We're keeping the communication going. Hopefully some of the ones I've been vibing with is who y'all chose because.
Well, listen.
Oh my
okay. Listen, we got 2 of them. And I
Okay.
think you love them.
Okay.
Okay. So first one, if y'all remember Sincere, he's 35. And he was a little cutie. Okay.
Okay.
So Sincere is number 1. So we
Okay.
got to get in contact with Sincere.
No, that's one of the ones I've been
Okay, so Sincere, you are a winner. When you look at this show, listen, you was number 1, okay?
He was number 1.
And then this one, he happened to come in number 2. I'm surprised because I wasn't a fan of it, but I said,
Ooh.
fuck it. Andre, the one with the glasses.
Who picked them people out?
It was a few of them. I was surprised.
Really?
They said, Andre, well, listen, a few of them said it. So that's when he came in
Okay.
number 2. Remember, he's
right.
39.
Okay,
So this Mother's Day, we trying to get one of them.
Not for Mother's Day.
Yeah. So
Oh, my
give her a little
birthday is
gift.
coming up. So, yeah, maybe by my birthday.
All right.
That dude.
What
I
do?
don't
Which
even
one?
wanna talk about
Yeah, what happened with that date that she said that she supposed to have went on?
That's what I was
going
going to bring up, but I didn't.
First of all, Eden, why you be remembering everything?
Because you were walking out, you're like, I got a date. I was like, you got a huh?
He was real shocked. Like, what?
I was
Not
shocked.
that you can't get a date. It's more just like, oh my God, she's doing this.
Yes.
I know
Yeah.
it's a big stepping stone for you.
No,
You don't like
let's
dating.
not.
things.
Let's not cheer that fast. It is a big step, but he turned out to be. I couldn't vibe with him. Like he was cool the first couple days. We set something up. He did say he was gonna get me something for my birthday, May 13th.
Oh.
But I don't know. He's been kind of. I'm real funny acting. So you say one wrong thing to me, or something I really don't like, or something I can't vibe with, and in my head it's just over. So he kind of rubbed me. He said something that he was like lame. I don't even remember what it is.
I was like, what the fuck did he say?
We'll look at the messages early, and it wasn't even nothing bad. It was just that I was like, yeah, he kind of whack.
Oh Lord. See, she gonna be so picky with. Listen,
Yeah, I'm
Sincere.
gonna be picky. Okay.
And listen.
Now these two I have to, but it's something that I didn't tell you.
Oh,
So I get a call, right? I get a call the week when you was in Aruba, and it's my old dude. I gotta come up with nicknames. It's one of my, not my baby father. Let's not get it twisted.
How about we give him a nickname now?
Yeah.
What was his favorite food?
Yes.
Everything. That was,
We go cool.
Can't call him everything.
I can't call him
Mac and cheese.
No.
Mac and cheese. You know, because it's gooey and
He-
anyway, go ahead.
It goes with everything. There you
It
go.
goes with everything.
Mac and cheese. All right, so mac and cheese hit
he
you up.
definitely go with.
Wow.
So he hits me up, and remember, I cracked my other phone screen, and that's the phone number that everybody has. So I haven't been on that phone.
Okay.
I'm just too lazy to get the screen cracked. Anyway, I'm gonna do it this week.
Do you
I'm
have
gonna do it today.
2 phones?
I do. I
Yes.
don't know why,
I
but
told you she a little hoe.
not a hoe. But he got that number, so he hits me up on. I guess people can see when you on Facebook. So he hits me up. Now this is a hood nigga. So he was like,
Oh, Lord.
"Why the fuck you not answering your phone?"
Oh,
He FaceTime me, but you know I like that shit.
Oh,
so he
Lord, look at her.
FaceTime me, and I was like, "What he want?" He was like, "Why the fuck you change your number and ain't say nothing?" I was like, "I didn't know he was talking like that." So me and him, he was like, "I'll be there to see you.
Ooh.
Just be at the airport." I was like, "Okay, Daddy."
Wait, when is this happening?
I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, see,
Just know that his birthday is coming up, and it's gonna be lit. Oh, for my birthday, I did tell you I want to go to Sojo Spa
Right.
in Jersey.
Jersey.
Is he
Yeah,
gonna come?
I've been there before. He probably.
He gonna pop up. He gonna pop up.
Yeah, you gonna see who this is.
Oh Lord. Anyway, Mother's Day.
Mother's Day is coming up. Yes.
And so we wanted to get into, us being mothers, talk about our mothers. And since they couldn't make it, so they're trifling asses.
Not trifling.
They trifling. They didn't want to be on camera. They didn't want the whole world seeing them. So we gonna talk our
Child.
shit. We gonna talk our shit. Okay. But my question for you is, how has being a mother changed you? I know for me, my whole days are over, so that changed. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like my son is 16, so he kind of sees. He even be like, he's on this whole journey of you need a man.
Yeah. He know. Jay, you know.
He know, but I can't be like, I know I joke about hold this, hold that, but he's really watching. Even my daughter, like everything I do, she's watching. So just being, you know, that person that they look up to. So being a mother, that's definitely, you know, you got to realize that you have these little people, even though my son ain't a little person.
Right.
He bigger than all of us, but he's still looking up to me. So I have to be that strong person.
Right,
I have to be, you know, the person that they look up to so they don't have to look anywhere else. Right. There's so many other influences. So just being that person, especially that your kids could come to, you know, they could come to you about anything. And
that's not what my daughter, I told you before, like I want her to come to me about everything.
Everything, right?
Because you know her father, he going to be like, I don't want to hear about no boyfriends. I don't want to hear about this. I said, you know what, so now you come to me about everything. Because that's something I didn't have with my mother.
Right.
You know, I wasn't able to come to her and talk about anything or be open with her. My grandmother, she, you know, my mom, she raised me. My dad raised me, you know. But I was with my grandmother all the time. You know, every summer I was down there. So I wasn't able, I don't know, it was maybe a disconnect when I was younger.
Right.
So I wasn't able to do it. But I promised myself when I had children that I would, you know, make sure they could come and talk to me about everything.
Everything, right?
Yeah.
Even the stuff that you feel like you probably don't want to hear.
But I want to hear it all.
Yeah, I do want to hear it all. And I know my son be getting tired of me. I'd be like, Jay, so what you did? Who you talking to? Like, his phone ring. I'd be like, who that? He be like, dang, Mom.
Right, I'm 16.
No, I don't care. First of all, we gonna know who. I don't care. Who texting you?
She got to let him go sometime.
Oh my
He going to
God.
be 18 soon. What you going to do when he 18? He want to move out with his girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Oh, she be tight.
Yo,
You'd be
it's so
tight.
oh my God, because this year that he's been up here, it just matter of fact this week will be a year.
Okay.
So when we was down south, it was always me, him, his other family, his dad and stuff like that. So now that it's me and him, like, and of course Harley, but we've become so close.
That's
so when it's time for him to be like, yep, going to college, I'm like, why would you want to do this?
So why would you want to go to college?
Why
What
would
kind of
you
shit is
wanna
that?
do this?
How you going to say that? No, stay
No,
here. You'll be
listen,
forever. I want
like,
you here
it's gonna be
forever.
hard to let go because, like, what I say, oh my gosh, I be making him watch a little show. That's probably why he want me to get a man child. He be like, Ma, I'm tired of watching this. I don't want to watch
Don't
this
bother
no more.
me.
Right. I don't know what she going to do when she found out he done had sex.
What would
It's
you
crazy. I don't know because at his age, the age that he is now, I got pregnant with him.
do? You gonna find out when he has like at least 5 bodies on him already.
Yeah.
Exactly, because
probably-
Jay is like me. Like, he be doing stuff, but I don't be knowing about it. Just like I got a lot going on, but no people be like, what Tiff got going on?
Right.
So I do have those moments when I be like, okay, time to check your phone. Let me see what you got going on.
His phone? I mean, okay.
I be feeling
guess.
crazy about it because he is 16, but at the same time, I definitely want to know. I want to make sure that he's good. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to be that mom. Like, he knows that I'm still mommy.
Okay.
So he know not to play with me.
Okay.
But we still, you know how your mother used to say, we ain't friends. I'm not your friend. Like, he knows how
difference.
to, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's how we are with our kids. So who wouldn't you want for him to bring home?
Oof.
Or even home?
Tanny, usually we go over these questions. She didn't tell
What
me.
nationality would you be upset about, huh?
What nationality?
You bet not. It's like, what? No. I love
real
all
question
people.
though.
Yeah.
Real question though. If he brought a white girl home,
That would be like, I'm gonna be honest, that would be kind of, because I think at one point I ain't even, I think Jay did have a white girlfriend. Like,
Really?
when he was younger, I don't now. I'd be like,
it's like the weird stereotype, you know.
It is.
Like white boy comes through the black family or vice versa, etc. Like,
I'm a nice person. I gotta feel her out. I won't just automatically be like, no, that's not gonna happen. Even though
you gonna get these jokes though.
oh yeah. Well, you wait till she leaves.
Right.
Yeah.
She better do everything right, because Jay know, like, soon as he brings somebody I'm not feeling, I'll be like,
I feel like with Amari, because I'm like, cause ever since he was younger, he had little girlfriends. One little girl told me one time, I take care of Amari when he's here. I said, what? This is when they was in kindergarten. She came up to me. I said, this is a bold motherfucker
bold.
right here. This bitch is bold.
what you taking? What you doing?
Girl. And ever since then, though, my son, he's into Spanish girls. He likes Spanish
look
girls.
at
So I don't
him.
see him bringing home a black girl or a white girl. But even if he does bring home a white girl, you know, I'm joking on his ass, though. I ain't
When
gonna
does
lie.
Sanaa bring a white man home? Will that be the same? Nah, yo, I can see my daughter is so, like, I can see that happening with my daughter. I ain't even gonna front. You know
It might happen.
Harley.
I'm assuming. I don't know if this is a weird question. I'm assuming. Have y'all been with white men before?
No.
Okay.
No. And I told myself that I couldn't. This is kind of ignorant to say. I'm sorry.
Say it.
It's not ignorant because you're open to opinion and you're just saying how you feel and just.
Right. I just couldn't imagine like this white penis in me.
No,
Right.
that's not weird. Not weird at all.
That's what I'm thinking. Like I ain't would be with a white man because
I'm thinking the size. I'm thinking the. I mean, not saying they all small. I never been with a white man.
Right.
So I don't know how they work. What they working with, but I never. So my thing is, I never saw that. Like I used to be like, ugh, I couldn't picture myself having sex with a white man. So I never thought, me being with a white man was a thing. I love me a black man, child.
Yes, child.
I tell you.
Yeah, I mean, you can't knock it till you try it. I ain't never tried it, but that white boy would have to be mad swaggy. Like he would have to be a black boy trapped in a white boy's body. Like he would have his inner.
What's his name? Machine Gun Kelly. He got
Probably him or what's the Tom Hanks' son, Chet Hanks. He be
oh, that I follow him on the gram. I'm telling you, Dwayne, if I would. If we wasn't together.
Come on, yo, you gotta go to Jamaica.
Right.
Can't be doing. Y'all gotta go ATV riding. You can't be saying that.
Exactly.
You gonna be like, bitch, you cut off.
Exactly.
You ain't going nowhere.
Wait till after the trip.
Stay your ass in New Rochelle. What the fuck is you
Not
talking
New
about?
Rochelle,
Chad,
not
wait,
even.
the fuck you talking about, bitch?
Oh my God. So yeah, no. Next question. That what caught me off guard. That was it.
Oh my God. Okay. How about with your mom? Okay. Have you ever stopped talking to her?
Chat? What?
I mean,
Which time? Yeah.
okay, for how the period of time? What's the longest you stopped talking to her?
The longest? Hey, Lisa, I love you so much. Nah, for real. The longest, I don't know, it was a year. I stopped talking, and that was recently. Like, we just got back cool. Blessings to my aunt. May she rest in peace. But she was the reason why me and my mom started talking again. But listen, me, my daughter, and my mother, all of our birthdays are within a week of each other. We're all Tauruses, right? So that stubbornness, and my mother is like, it's my way or no way. And I'm like, I'm grown, it's my way or no way. But no, we've had those little issues in our relationship. But yeah, we good now.
Good.
We good now. We are. She came up here and she's getting better with her whole attitude, child, and all that good stuff. But the longest I have ever went out without talking to her is a year.
You know how they say, you your mother's child? Yeah, me and my mother. Oh, Lord. I love her to death. Okay, we have grown, I told you before, right?
Yeah.
We have grown so much. But the longest we stopped talking was, I think, about 4 months. Because, if she say something that triggers me, I'm like, I'll cut people off. I don't care.
Me too,
Mom, I love you to death. But some things come out of her mouth. I'll be like, can you reevaluate what you said? And sometimes she don't think before she speaks. Okay, I love her. But sometimes we clash because of that reason. We strong-minded individuals.
Right.
So I think that's what it is. And she always say, Tanny, you don't know what to say out your mouth. You don't care what you say out your I sure don't. As long as you know you raised me, I'm my mother's child, so I got it from you.
Really? I can't even. Her mom is so nice and soft-spoken.
And then she have a couple of drinks, and then she what?
She be turned up. So much.
But ain't you the same way though?
I see? My mother's child.
Yeah, my child.
I'm the same fucking way.
It's so funny because I tried my best to be opposite. My mother is she's fearless. Like growing up, I didn't realize that, but now I'm like, yo, my mother didn't care about no job. Like how I'm now, I be debating like, should I go to work Monday? Should I not? Like, if my mother was not feeling a job, she done went to work she's had really good jobs. She would go on her lunch break, go to work and be like, oh, I'm not feeling this, and leave on her lunch break and never go back. Like because she knew that she was going to be good. Just like I know I'm going to be good. I'm just like, oh my God, what am I going to do without a job?
Right.
Even though I know I'm going to be okay.
Right.
But she just wouldn't care. Like, and she don't put up with nothing.
And that's it?
Nothing. And here I go. It'd be like, hey, what else can you throw on me? Like,
Lisa is funny to me. Every time
everybody else thinks she's funny except me. Everybody.
She's hilarious. Hopefully one day we can get her on the show. Or we record her and put her on
when I'm not here.
Y'all ever heard about micro reactions?
No.
Right. So a micro reaction is when you react to something you hear and you either like it or you don't, and you give the real reaction and then you gave the fake one. She gave the ill face and then the big smile afterwards. Why you can't be here? Damn. Oh, never mind. There it is.
She said, well.
There it is.
My
you know
mother will
Lisa,
say
you know
something
Lisa.
on purpose that you gonna be like, yo, did she just say that? We record, like she know we recorded. She does not care what comes out her mouth. She will
funny.
think something is funny and tell y'all the wildest story about me. And I'm like, yo, I thought that was bad personal. Like, she just don't care. And everybody else in the world be like, girl, your mother's so funny. She's so cool. And I be like, why is she posting that? My mother's she be posting all that stuff.
Posted.
Girl, she be getting on my nerves.
Damn, on the Mother's Day episode.
Right. I know. Like, I love
Again,
her.
I love you.
I love her. But I don't know. Lisa, you know, she a wild one. I have a question for you, though. Do you think an absent parent can affect a child's upbringing? Because I know, you know, you lived with your
my grandfather.
Yeah. And do you think that affects you?
Absolutely, because you know, when we grew up, it was everybody is family. Everybody was around each other.
Right.
Everybody had their mom. But even though I was well taken care of, I probably had more stuff than everybody. You know what I'm saying? That everybody else's mom was given to me by my grandfather. But it does affect you because even though I had everything in the world, I'm still like my mother is not in here, and she was always in and out. Like one thing about my mom, though, even though she wasn't there physically. Like, if I call her, like, I got her to call, I don't know nobody from my job be listening, but I got her to call. She was like, I got you. And she called my supervisor. She was with it. Like, she'll always go to bat for me. But, like, it affected me, and it affected our relationship. That's why I don't mind going, like, a lot of people like, you went a year without talking to your mom. That's why I can go a year without talking to her because, like, I still pray for her every day. I still love her to death, but sometimes I just needed that break. So me seeing everybody else with their mom, I used to be like, wow, like I want her here, even though she crazy, I want her here with me too. And now I do get those flashbacks. I was like, you wasn't even there with me anyway.
I know now her job ain't gonna believe nothing Tiffany say.
I know, right?
They're gonna be like, bring your ass in.
I can't even get her to laugh at me no more. But like she will, if it's something I don't feel like doing or anything, or if it's something that I'm going through. If I call her, she's ready to turn up at the drop of a dime. Like, even me telling her how I felt at my job, she was like, you need me to be up there? I was like, I don't need you to fight nobody at this job.
12.
If I would have said the word, she would have been there.
Oh, that's great, though.
It's definitely affected me not having her there. That's why our relationship is the way it is. So you should definitely try to be there with your kids.
You know, with Dwayne, he's raised by his grandmother. His father wasn't in his life. His mom passed when he was younger. So him being raised by his grandmother, I feel like it didn't. He grew up to be a great man. She raised a good fucking man. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of people who don't have neither parent in their life or have one parent in their life and they act rebellious. They like, oh, because I didn't have a father or I didn't have a mother. I think sometimes that could be a little, I wouldn't say an excuse, but it's just, I don't think it affects someone's upbringing if you don't have both parents or you're raised by your grandparents or just a motherfucker. I don't feel like that's
Yeah, it all depends on the situation. 'Cause, you know, every situation is different. I feel like me and my one of my aunts was talking and she was like, because my grandfather started getting sick when I was 14, 15. So I kind of had to raise myself. Okay. My mom came in and started helping with that, but with him. But my father was always up here. Like, he was there for me monetarily. Like, anything I asked for, you know, like I had packages coming in every week. I had money in my account, like, but he still wasn't there. So even now I look at him like, yeah, you was there for me with the money, but I raised myself. So like, let's be clear. So it definitely changes your attitude towards them. But I'm going to always have respect for both of my parents.
Oh, yeah, of course. Because my mother and father, they got divorced when I was 18. But when I was 18, I was like, I didn't care. Like, I was like, I'm going out with my friends. I'm going to party or whatever. I want to get divorced. Bye. Get divorced.
You didn't think about it like that back then.
But I don't know if it affected my younger sisters. I don't think it. My sister.
Because your dad stayed around. Like, he was still there with y'all. So it was still like he was there. Yeah. He just wasn't in the house with y'all, but he was still there. But for somebody whose father just ups and disappears, my kid's father.
Oh, my God. She said, yeah. She said, fuck that nigga. Yeah, he shot.
But Think about it. Think about my son is older and he see me doing everything. Like my son literally sees me busting my ass to make sure that they straight. So by his father not being there, even though, like I said, my father wasn't there physically, but he made sure I was straight. Like if your father still isn't making sure, or if your mother still isn't making sure you straight, like you're gonna grow up to resent them because I did this, or my mom did this, or you know what I'm saying. So yeah.
What's one of the worst things your child has ever done?
Ooh, so far.
Yeah, so far, right?
So far?
Let me tell you this story
Please
about my
tell
son.
me, because I got a fun. I don't have a bad one, but I got a funny one.
Okay, so my son, he had to be around 6 at the time.
Okay.
No, I think he was younger than that. He was 4. Okay, so me and my husband sitting in the living room, right, and we're watching TV, and him and my daughter, they in the back room, but after a while, I see my son. He's going from his room to the kitchen. Okay. From the kitchen back to his room. Then he does it again. I said, wait. Then I noticed, I said, what the fuck is he doing? And so I'm like, Amari, what are you doing in the kitchen? Why do I go in there and catch my son drinking my alcohol in the fridge? I had a little leftover little drink. I said,
God.
are you in here drinking? I said, let me smell your breath. I said, Dwayne, he in here drinking his damn Henny. I said,
Not the Henny.
Girl, my poor child. He ain't know, because it looked like it was juice, because I had it, mixed in and stuff.
So he was going back and
He
forth.
thought it was juice.
He said, nah.
He was
It's
knocked
different.
out after that shit.
Oh, yeah?
It's different.
Fuck your ass up. Get in the bed now. That's what you
That's
get.
what you get.
That's what you fucking get. Oh my God. But yeah, to this day, he'd be like, and even like New Year's, he'd be like, Mom, can I get some champagne? I said, oh my God, my raisin, what the hell? I said, all right, you can have a little bit. It's a little bit of champagne.
Did you drink when you were young?
I
sure
did.
Oh, so.
I did.
I started drinking when I was fucking 13.
No, like when you were young. I remember like sneaking and drinking when I was little. And even, it's so funny, my grandfather used to just do everything I said. You know that?
God.
So
Damn.
even when I was like 10, I used to tell him to get me the little wine coolers. And he would go buy me the wine coolers.
That's nice.
And be like, don't show these to your mother. Not because my mother would have been mad at him for getting it, but because she would have drunk them. So he's like...
She would have drunk them.
You know she would have drunk the wine.
Oh my God, that is funny.
So I used to do that, and I remember hearing that. That is funny.
Not what I thought you were going to say.
Right, I didn't think that either.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that is funny.
No, but yeah, so that, I don't know. But my son, Jay, cut his dreads. My son has dreads. He cut them.
Oh, so
Trying to be like, because when he first came back up here, he always kept his hair in a bun, because he had the side shaved off, and so he would always keep it in a bun. And I was like, and somebody said, Jay, let me see how long your dreads are.
Right.
And he was like, no, I don't feel like taking it out the bun right now. And I was like, why? I just didn't know why he didn't want to take his hair down.
Yeah.
And then one day I was like, come on, let me retwist your hair. And he was like, Ma, let me just talk to you. What you gonna talk to me about? He was like, I was really upset and I was going through things, and I didn't want hair anymore, so I cut my hair.
He cut it himself.
He cut his own dreads with probably some school scissors.
Oh,
He wasn't little either, bitch. This was like last year. Like,
Hey, come on, don't put him out like that.
I know he's gonna be mad at me.
like Ma, you
He'd
was
be
talking
like,
about me on
Ma,
a fucking
really?
show.
Really,
like,
Ma?
Has he watched the show?
Stupid. No, I told him he'd probably be sneaking and watching it. He definitely sees the clips, but I was like, Jay, I probably made him watch it. I was like, I be talking about sex on this show. Don't watch my show. That probably made him go. Either he was like, ugh, I don't want to see it. That's what he told me. But he probably went like, let me see what this lady talking about.
Sorry, because you brought the sex up. Can I tell you something about my mother? She gonna be mad,
Oh,
and
God.
I don't care right now, because it was the most disturbing thing. Okay, for me.
Oh God.
So it was one day I'm calling, because she had a little boyfriend.
Okay.
And so she went on a little date or whatever. So they stayed at the hotel, the Ritz Carlton. She thought she was cute. The Ritz
Thought
Carlton.
she was cute.
So I called her, because she had called me earlier that day, but I missed her call. So I said, let me call her back. At this point, she's drunk.
Oh gosh.
She's like, Tanny, what do you want? I'm about to come right now. I said, are you shitting me? Girl.
She was for real?
She was in the middle of having sex.
Why she answered the phone?
Right. I am still traumatized from it.
I'm traumatized from you telling me that just now.
She said, I'm about to come. I hung up the phone. I said, Dwayne, you will not believe what I just heard. He said, what? My mother, first of all, she's having sex. He said, well, we know she having sex. I said, no, she was literally having sex Just on the phone talking to me.
Oh my God.
So was she about to come? I said, why did
I can't believe you just told her business like
Well,
that.
bitch, fuck.
At least she was honest
Yeah.
about it.
I was gonna ask you if you had a crazy mother story. I had a crazy mother story. That was what mine was. I remember when I had to be like, this was before we moved to South Carolina, so we was still here.
Uh-huh.
My mom, this lady, y'all.
Lisa, we love
she
you.
found it. I don't think her and my father wasn't even together. So he had a girlfriend, and they were at his house. And my mother, she probably had like 2-3 boyfriends. Like she really should not have cared, but just the thought of it. Like I remember her saying, "We going to his house." So we took a cab to his house, or maybe because he used to buy her car and stuff. Maybe we drove to his house. I don't know. But yeah, I was my daddy's baby. So it's like I was torn between the two parents. But I remember we went to his house and she slashed all his tires. My mother was that girl. She busted his windows. And I just wanted to knock at my daddy's door and be like,
I have busted some windows out the car. I sure have.
I never want to be that girl.
Don't fuck with me. Don't make me feel like no damn fool. You said what? With who? You text who? No problem. Where's the car?
Let me give you a test real quick.
Where's the bag?
How many tires did you slash?
All 4.
Why?
Because I was upset. And in the windows. Every window. I was too through.
Apparently.
Now you go handle that. Take care
You're
of that.
supposed to do 3.
Huh?
Yeah, look. Oh, look.
Why?
I knew it. I knew one of y'all was going to know.
Why?
I knew one of y'all was going to know.
Why 3?
Yeah, why 3?
Because the insurance company won't pay for it if it's the 3. They only pay for it if it's all 4. Why? No, I don't know.
She haven't done nothing like that before. But she knows the details.
Listen.
Looks like that's not the only person that slashed tires in that
Right.
couch.
No, I ain't never. I done went with some people before to slash the tires.
Oh, okay.
I done had
Oh
a
my
few
God.
friends that look at me incriminating myself. Now my
I
friends
mean,
be
you know,
like,
allegedly.
allegedly.
Right. Allegedly.
Yeah.
I went to go steal a car.
Hey,
Not steal a car. Listen.
Hey,
I had
that's
the
different.
extra.
Now we're incriminating.
Listen to the story though. I had the spare key, and he had the car at work. So he had. I guess he was mad at me, and I'm like, he ain't calling me back. He not answering my phone. He at work. No problem. You gonna talk to me today, nigga?
He didn't want to talk.
Well, fuck that. You gonna talk when I'm ready to
This
talk.
is Dwayne?
This is yes, honey. I'm sorry. He gonna know what I'm talking about. Yes, Dwayne.
This is the second instance I've heard you be really upset at him for not communicating, and then you.
Yeah, I need communication. We need to be here.
So I
If
hope
we
you
not
know
here,
that
okay?
she just be go from hey baby to
Fuck you.
fuck you.
Damn.
But so he wasn't talking to me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going down to the job. So he's inside the job, right? I go and I'm with my friends. They come with me. They plotting too. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
we be ready.
We was
The
like,
group
where
of
the car?
girls be ready.
Where the car at? I
Your
did the
friends
car right
ain't
there. I said,
any
boop,
better.
boop. I said, let's jump in that. Me and my other friend jumped in the fucking car because he was in, and then he come. It was like a 30 minutes later. He called on my phone. Where the fuck is the car? I said, oh, now you want to talk to me?
Oh, you want to talk now?
Now you want to have
Now
a
you wanna
conversation? You didn't want to talk yesterday or earlier. Now I got to steal the car for you. He said, bring the car back. I can't, no. No. Mm-mm. He had to leave work. Come get the car.
Oh God.
Let my girl steal my car. That shit would be over in a heartbeat. By the way, my girl loves you guys.
Oh, really? Oh,
She's
thank
like, make
you.
sure you let him know that I was missing them last week. I was all right, babe.
Oh, thank you.
I
Thank
saw
you.
her on your story. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, she cute.
Yeah, she's a big fan of y'all.
I was like, look
That
at
being said,
it.
don't ever steal my car to get my attention.
Unless he's not communicating.
You better communicate.
We've definitely had an argument where like I didn't talk for like a day or two, or either of us talked for a day or two.
I ain't never steal a car. I tried to hit him with the car.
Why are y'all doing this?
I'm not
You know
bad.
what? Sometimes
She's worse than me.
I was talking to my friend. I was talking to somebody I know yesterday. I was like, I never want to be with somebody that makes me that mad. Because at that point, you really don't care. Like, we were in a very busy Walmart parking lot.
Oh, God.
Girl, and it was probably my fault while we was arguing, but he got out that car and then he was coming and I just tried to run him over with the car. He had to literally, it was like movie shit. Like he had to jump out the way. Like
Y'all heard that, right? Was probably her fault. Still tried to hit him with the car.
It's not just like, nah, that ain't my fault. He deserves to get ran the fuck over.
What'd you say afterwards? I'm sorry.
No, what's funny is I left him and we were like an hour away from home and I went and got a hotel room.
Oh, wow.
And I had a night to think about it. Then I went to sleep mad. And the next morning I woke up, I was like, oh,
Where the hell?
shit.
You left him at the Walmart?
Yeah.
So wait.
And we was like an hour away from home.
It ain't no Ubers down there.
No.
It ain't no cabs. How the fuck did he get to it?
I don't know.
She didn't care. I like
Probably
that.
saw him on the side of the road like this. I'm out.
I mean, he know a lot of people. I'm pretty sure he called somebody to come get him. But that night, he probably called his mother. He used to call his mother. Let me not talk about these. I ain't gonna talk about these.
Oh, Lord.
Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day. I have a question, okay?
Oh, God.
What was the hardest thing about being pregnant for 9 months?
Okay, I was never pregnant for 9 months.
Okay.
Like, for some reason, I can't carry full term. So I had my son, were you supposed to go for 40 weeks? I had my son at 34 weeks. So he was so little, but he still got to come home. He was still okay to come home.
Okay.
But he was little. The worst thing, and then with my daughter, I carried her to 36 weeks.
Okay.
So I never went 40 weeks. But the worst thing about being pregnant is the early sickness. I lost a lot of weight with my son, but I wasn't, like, I hear horror stories. That's why I'm scared to even get pregnant again, because I was like, I had it too easy. Like, my pregnancies were easy. I had natural births with both of them.
I wish
like
I
no medicine, no epidural, no nothing with both of them.
Shit.
But
that's Chris. She did good.
the second time I wanted one, but it was too late.
From what I heard, I'd get drugged up fast.
I wanted to.
Let me tell you, they had to drug me the fuck up. I was not playing with them nurses. Okay, as soon as I felt the contraction, I said, nope. I need to give me that epidural. Let me tell you, they came with my son, right? They come in the room, they give me the epidural. She's like, oh, you got to read this contract. What? What do I sign?
That's what they did to me.
I'm in pain right now. You talking about read this over. Bitch, am I on the right state of mind to read something? Bitch, I'm in pain. Give me the fucking drugs.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so they give me the drugs, right? And I feel like over the course of a couple of hours, they trying to induce me and get me to fucking, push them out. Mind you, I could never had natural childbirth. I had C-sections with both of my kids. So by the time they said, you know what, because, something happened with the during birth. Well, when I was in there, it's like his heart rate was going down, and they said they got to do emergency C-section. So I go, by this time, I feel like it done worn up. So I'm in the room, right? So the lady is like, well, we got to put the catheter in you. I said, nah, you ain't putting no catheter in me right now. I said, you got to drug me up because I don't want to feel nothing when that catheter go in there. She said, but no, miss, you have to do it. I said, you will not I'm in there arguing with this bitch. You will not put no catheter in me until you drug me the fuck up. She said, we gave you the epidural. That was hours ago. And if I feel the catheter in my vagina, I'm gonna.
I ain't never had to go through all of that. That's why I'm not having no more kids.
Mind you, I went so back and forth with her for like 10 minutes. She had to be like, just please give her the drug. Because I don't want to feel nothing.
I was in the delivery room with one of my best friends, and she had the epidural a few hours prior to, and then I remember when it was almost time for her to start pushing, she was like, hold on, I can feel my legs again, I need another shot. I was like,
soon as you start feeling, I said, nah, I'm not supposed to feel nothing. They were so mad at me. It was like, stop, give me the drugs. I'm not playing with you.
So you had to have 2 C-sections.
I had to have
It's a lot that people don't even understand that mothers go through, even starting a childbirth.
Right.
Like, that's scary. It's a lot of people who don't make it on a delivery table. So just becoming a mother is a sacrifice in itself.
Yeah, between life and death.
Yes.
My husband's cousin, she passed away giving birth. And I said, and then that's one of the things that scared me. Because, I've heard stories like that before. So it was like, even wanting a third child, that goes through my head because I have like a lot of issues, like fibroid issues. And so it's hard for me to even get pregnant. So if I have the opportunity to get pregnant again, that's one of the things that's going to be on my mind.
Right. That's scary.
Because, and then I'm anemic. I have like a lot of, so that's a lot of things that go through my mind. The life and death thing.
People don't understand. It's like rough. Like your body goes through a lot.
And that's why men kill me. They don't appreciate a woman. You got to appreciate these women out here. I'm telling you, we go through a fucking lot.
Your mothers, your girls, baby mothers, they really go through a lot.
Sometimes I wish you can get your fucking period, nigga. You know what I'm going through right now? The fuck? I am going through, the cramps. What's wrong?
Not the cramps.
Don't fuck with me right now.
Don't worry about what's going on. Just know that it's going on. Right. And just leave me alone right now.
5 fucking days, nigga. Sometimes it's longer, too. Shit, depending on the person. Anyway, next question, right? So since I asked you that other question, can you think of any good things you enjoyed during those 9 months of being pregnant? I know.
Having an excuse to eat.
Yeah, that was me.
Having an excuse to just eat what I wanted when I wanted. Blame everything on it's the baby. You passed gas. Ooh, that was the baby.
No, that wasn't me. That was the baby. She would lie.
Having an excuse and not having to go to work. Everybody just catering to you.
Yeah.
Because I was really catered to for my pregnancy. So just...
Yeah, that was me. I said I had an excuse to just be fat and eat. I remember one time with Dwayne, he was so pissed off, okay? I always got, me and Dwayne have so many fucking stories.
As you should.
Yes. So, we was at Burger King, right? The drive-thru. Let me tell you guys. At the Burger King drive-thru, I tell Dwayne I want cheese on my Whopper.
Uh-oh.
Okay? And I want extra mayo.
Uh-oh.
So we get to the motherfucking... the window, right? And we get the food. We on our way home. I look in it. I said, Dwayne, there's no cheese or mayo on it. He said, it's all right. Just put some cheese and mayo when you get home. I said, no, I wanted cheese and mayo from Burger King.
You wanted
He said,
because
bitch,
it's
are
a
you
big
really
difference.
crying? I said, I don't even want to talk to you right now. Us, me and the baby are hungry. And we want cheese and mayo from Burger King.
Me and the baby.
Me and the baby.
It's me and the baby.
He had called my friend like, do you know this bitch is in here crying about some cheese and mayo? Fuck what she gotta say. It's about me. I don't know what you call her for anyway.
Was that your pregnancy food? Burger King?
It was burgers. With my son, it was burgers. With my daughter, it was more seafood.
Interesting.
Yes,
What
yeah.
about for
So
you?
Listen, it was seafood, but with me, I'm a seafood lover. Like everybody that knows me know I love me a blue crab. I'm just obsessed with
I
crabs.
got some crabs from Maryland too. I gotta
Yeah,
give you
I saw
some.
that. Oh,
Yeah, I gotta give you
tell
some.
me I'm gonna remind you too. but when I was pregnant with my daughter, I could not eat. I would swell up, and she made me allergic to seafood, and I was so mad. But you know what I did? I took a Benadryl, then I ate my seafood. So
Did that work?
It did. And even, I've never been allergic to seafood, but even now, I'm not allergic to cooked seafood, but when I'm peeling my shrimp or taking my crabs out, like if it's raw, like I will start breaking out.
Wait, time out. So you still have the allergies now?
She still
now
has it.
since pregnancy.
That's crazy.
And I just know when I'm eating crabs, which is like almost every weekend, I just have to have a Benadryl. And
that shit work?
If I take the Benadryl first, I won't break out. So when if my son see me and I be like, take the shrimp out the freezer, he'd be like, okay, I'm going to take the Benadryl out too.
Because we ain't having those kind of problems.
I'm allergic to crustaceans, right? I don't know. There's two types of shellfish, crustaceans and mollusks.
Right.
So I can have all the clams I want, all the oysters I want, mussels. I can't have no shrimp and crab and lobster. And I've been fiending for some lobster.
No, wait. I'm not going to be to blame for you.
I'm gonna just
They told me, take Benadryl.
just take Benadryl and I'll be fine.
He gonna look like Hitch.
Dead ass, right? With the face droop and everything.
Yes. What works for me may not work for you.
Right.
That's true, but you know what? It won't hurt.
No.
I've had shrimp by accident and like my mouth will like
Little
it'll
tingle.
get itchy. Yeah, exactly, right? So I mean a little Benadryl will be fine.
Yeah. You know, my son allergic to seafood.
For real?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
my
can't have.
goodness.
We experienced that. We got married in ZR. We was at the table, and my daughter happened to touch him. And next thing you know, I'm looking at him. I said, "Why he keep rubbing his eye?" I'm looking at my husband. He's like, "I don't know. Maybe." I said, "Okay, there's something in it." Then he started rubbing his nose. Then next thing you know, I tell you no lie, his face started swelling up. I said, "I got Benadryl and we in DR. We in Puscata." When I tell you, we at the Hard Rock. That hotel is big. Okay, we was on the other side of the fucking hotel. My room was over here. When I tell you, I'm rushing through the hotel. Move out of my way. Move out. I'm trying to get to that fucking room and get that Benadryl. One guy, he was like, is everything okay? If you don't move out of my way, my son needs a Benadryl. Lord have mercy. I keep Benadryl in that house now. I keep it stocked. We don't want no complications.
Do any of y'all or your family members have like a peanut allergy?
No.
I feel like that's probably the worst thing.
Yeah, because it's peanuts or some peanut oil or peanut in everything.
Yeah.
Like
Egg
everything.
allergies is another thing.
Yeah. Like that's why even signing my kids up for school, they be like, does your child have a peanut? Like that's stuff that you have to fill out when you sending your kids to school.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is in your outline, but since y'all talking about moms, and yourselves you guys are both mothers. Did you feel like y'all were overprotective of your kids when they were younger?
I still am, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely.
I still am. Let me tell you, my daughter, right? you know, she's a quiet girl in school, but she got a whole bunch of mouth, you know, at home. So she would come home and I tell me everything. She came home, she would tell me about this girl in her class, right? Mind you, she was in 4th grade at the time. This girl just kept, you know, talking to her this way and I said, you better stick the fuck up. You better talk up before I come out there and say something. I don't play with my kids. Okay? So I picked her up one day because my daughter, she was still like, you know, still timid. I went to pick her up one day from school, right? The teacher had at the door opening and they said, Sanaa, your mom's here. And I see the little girl, right? The little girl, Sanaa's like, excuse me. So Sanaa went like this, touched her. And the girl said, don't touch me. I said, don't you touch my fucking daughter. Right before the teacher, I don't give a fuck. I said, she said, excuse me to you 3-4 times. You ain't moved. Don't play with me, little girl. If it's a problem, get your mother. I swear to God, I said that.
God. And see, that wasn't me. Like, my kids didn't have that was my mother, though. If I ever had a problem, because my mom is short, too. My mother, she'll tell you right now if we call, she'll be like, I will fight kids.
I will slap a bitch.
She went to that school. I was having I was going to school in Harlem. She came to that school, and she was like, tell your mother to meet me out here tomorrow if we got a problem. That was my mother.
I feel fear right now because my daughter, she going to middle school next year. And you know, in middle school, they don't.
That's where it be starting, man. Like, them kids don't
feel
care.
Myself. I said, I'm going to have to
kids
go.
Are cruel,
they are
kids are really cruel.
And I don't understand, like, who is raising you? Who is your parents? What's wrong with you? But I said, in middle school, I feel like I'm going to have to go down there and slap one of these little girls.
Not just slap them.
I swear, I will get your mom, your aunt, your grandma, your stepmother, bitch, bring her. Okay? What the fuck? I'm going to slap you and everybody in the family.
How would you handle one of your kids being heartbroken?
Oh, I don't even know. I'm going to cry.
Someone's going to get cheated. Well, hopefully not, but I'm just trying to be devil's advocate. Someone going to get cheated on?
Yeah.
Or they going to cheat?
No.
Or they going to be in a little love triangle? Or they going to have a list or a rotation?
What's crazy, I told my son the other day, I said, you know, you got to clean your ears because your girlfriend ain't going to like that. It's nasty. He said, well, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I said, you're going to be single.
That's what you think right now.
He said, because I don't want to deal with anybody who...
My girl going to kill me, too.
Mind you, he's 11. I don't want to deal with anybody that's going to cheat. I said, look, cheat. And I don't want to have to buy the girl gifts. I said, look at you.
Dang.
Joke's on you. Can't wait till you figure that one out. You going to be buying gifts.
Right, exactly.
And my daughter said the same thing. She said, I'm not going to have no boyfriend. I said, you going to have a boyfriend. You say that now, but you definitely going to have one. So I said, and you're going to, you know, get heartbroken. I said, I would be there whenever. I said, tell me everything because I'm gonna be here for you when you get heartbroken. When you know,
my son, I think he went through a little something because you know he older. So I think and it was him coming up here. So I had to tell him like I'm here. I had to help him understand like I'm still young, so I really know everything that you're going through.
Right.
I've been through. So as long as you get that where they can communicate how they feeling to you, then but just being it with him, let him know that I'm there. And then even being like that mother who like, man, listen, in high school, you ain't even gonna know this bitch when you leave high school. Like it don't even matter. Like they don't think so.
No.
And we thought so. We thought the same thing when
like it's over.
It's over. You think that it's the end of the world.
He told another girl, and after a couple of years, it was
matter.
Like,
like you don't even know. Especially now with Facebook. Like yeah, most of them people still doing bad, bitch. So. So yeah.
What would your advice be to someone pregnant or wanting to have a baby? What would your advice be to them?
Don't. Psych, no.
Use a condom.
Being a mother.
Tell them to pull out.
Being a mother is like a really, really, really beautiful thing, and it can kind of take us into Tiff's tip. Like, you know, being a mother is a beautiful thing.
Yes.
Embrace it, enjoy it. Try not to let the small stuff bother you. You know, because there's gonna be a lot of things that you encounter where you're gonna be like,
for example,
like sometimes even me being a single mother, like. With my kids being like the different ages that they are now, like that's really hard. And like, not saying you're gonna be a single mother because I was in a relationship for a real long time, but just stuff like that. Not saying prepare for it, but you're gonna have to know. I don't know. You're just gonna have to know that you're gonna deal with stuff, but life goes on. It's not gonna be the end of the world,
right?
So just try to embrace every moment because pregnancy and being a mom is just a beautiful thing. Like I know people be like, I don't know what I would do without my kids, but that's like real life. Like I really still be looking at my daughter in my bed, and it be tears really coming down. I be like, oh look at her,
I ain't gonna lie, I was crying up there looking at my son's pictures. I was like, oh my god,
yeah, like you still have
I'm
those
such a punk.
mommy moments.
My husband had
you
called
probably
me.
hugged him. He was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Exactly.
He don't want me. They don't even want me to touch them. I'm like, Mari, come here, give your mother a hug. He like, Mom, playing the game.
They'll learn eventually.
He will, because I think Jay was like that. But now, every time I come in the door, he be like, Ma, give me a hug. Or every time I leave, he be like, Ma, give me a hug. Or before I go to sleep, he give me a kiss on my forehead. I be like, Jay, leave me alone. And he be like, I love you too, Ma.
Do you know that's one thing I said to myself? Because growing up, me and my mother and my father, we never said I love you to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And when I met Dwayne, it was weird because he would say I love you to me, and it was hard for me to say it back because I'm like, I'm not used to anybody saying I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I know I love you, but I can't say it. But then eventually, like I learned, like if you love that person, you don't know if they're gonna be here tomorrow. They walk at the door, you don't know what's gonna happen.
Shit happens, yo.
Yeah, so I'm like, I say I love you to him every day. I say I love you to my kids every day when I walk up the door. I say I love you. That's one thing my mom, she tried to say it sometimes. We still don't even say I love you.
For real, like my mother was always a person. She always kind of said, I love you. She always let that be known. Even if she wasn't there every day, she always, even sometimes when I be mad at her and I don't be wanting to say I love you on the phone, she'd be like, I love you still, bye. And she'll just hang up on me. You know that lady, crazy. So we just appreciate being mothers. We appreciate our mothers.
Yes, happy
Grandmother's Day.
Grandmother's Day.
I took an edible right before this show, and I'm starting to feel it now. I'm sorry.
Oh, Lord. She got the
So that's
Oreos.
Grandmother's Day, Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, y'all.
Yes. And for the ones whose mothers are no longer here,
Right.
you know,
We'll send love your way. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, with that being said,
We are just going to leave it at that.
So make sure you follow, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Let's just leave it at that, please. Come on now. I told y'all before. Let's get with it.
Let's get with it. Thanks. Bye.
We love you guys.